Section 300.7 B of the National Electrical Code, or NEC, addresses the requirements for raceways and cables exposed to different temperatures. Specifically, Part B focuses on sealing raceways and conduits entering from the exterior or leaving a wet location. When installing underground conduits, understanding and adhering to the NEC guidelines is critical for ensuring the safety and longevity of the electrical system. The NEC provides detailed instructions on how to properly install these systems, including specifications for spacing, burial depth, and material selection. Section 300.7 B primarily deals with preventing moisture from entering raceways and equipment where temperature differentials exist, potentially causing condensation. However, understanding the broader context of underground installations requires looking at other relevant sections of the NEC as well. While Section 300.7 B doesn't explicitly state minimum spacing requirements between underground conduits, the NEC addresses this indirectly through other sections related to installation methods and physical protection. Spacing is essential for several reasons. Firstly, it aids in heat dissipation. When multiple conduits are buried close together, the heat generated by the conductors within can accumulate, potentially leading to elevated temperatures and reduced ampacity. Secondly, proper spacing allows for easier maintenance and future repairs. If conduits are tightly packed, accessing or modifying one conduit without disturbing others becomes significantly more difficult. Thirdly, adequate spacing helps prevent physical damage to the conduits during backfilling and compaction processes. The NEC mandates that underground installations must be protected from physical damage. This protection can be achieved through various means, including specified burial depths, concrete encasement, or the use of rigid metal conduit. The depth of burial depends on several factors, including the voltage of the circuit, the type of raceway used, and the presence of vehicular traffic. For example, a direct buried cable for a residential 120-volt circuit may have a minimum burial depth of 12 inches, while a higher voltage circuit or a circuit under a roadway would require a greater depth. In situations where the required burial depth cannot be achieved, the NEC permits the use of supplemental protection, such as a concrete pad or a raceway approved for direct burial without concrete encasement. When multiple conduits are installed in the same trench, the NEC requires that they be arranged in a manner that prevents damage to the individual conduits. While the NEC doesn't provide specific numerical values for minimum spacing between conduits in all situations, it emphasizes the need for adequate separation to facilitate heat dissipation, maintenance, and physical protection. The actual spacing required may vary depending on the specific installation conditions, such as the size and number of conductors, the type of soil, and the ambient temperature. In some cases, local codes or utility requirements may impose more stringent spacing requirements than those specified in the NEC. These local rules often take into account regional factors such as soil composition, frost lines, and common construction practices. Electrical inspectors are responsible for ensuring that electrical installations comply with the NEC and any applicable local codes. Therefore, it's essential to consult with the local inspection authority before beginning an underground conduit installation to determine the specific spacing requirements for the project. In addition to spacing and burial depth, the NEC also addresses the selection of appropriate raceways for underground installations. Raceways must be approved for direct burial and suitable for the environmental conditions at the site. Common types of raceways used for underground installations include rigid metal conduit, intermediate metal conduit, rigid polyvinyl chloride conduit, and reinforced thermosetting resin conduit. Each type of raceway has its own advantages and disadvantages in terms of cost, durability, and ease of installation. Rigid metal conduit provides excellent physical protection but can be more expensive and difficult to install than other types of raceways. Rigid polyvinyl chloride conduit is lightweight, corrosion-resistant, and relatively inexpensive, but it may not be suitable for installations where high mechanical strength is required. When selecting raceways for underground installations, it's important to consider the potential for corrosion. Underground environments can be highly corrosive due to the presence of moisture, chemicals, and dissimilar metals. The NEC requires that raceways and fittings be made of materials that are compatible with the surrounding environment to prevent corrosion. In some cases, cathodic protection may be required to further mitigate the risk of corrosion. This involves applying a small electrical current to the raceway to counteract the effects of corrosion. Another important consideration for underground conduit installations is the need for proper grounding and bonding. The NEC requires that all metallic raceways be effectively grounded to provide a low impedance path for fault current. This helps to protect people and equipment from electrical shock in the event of a ground fault. Grounding can be achieved by connecting the raceway to a grounding electrode system, such as a ground rod or a metal water pipe. Bonding involves connecting all metallic parts of the electrical system together to create an electrically continuous path. This helps to equalize the voltage potential between different parts of the system and reduce the risk of electric shock. The NEC provides detailed requirements for grounding and bonding in Article 250. These requirements must be carefully followed to ensure the safety of the electrical installation. In summary, while Section 300.7 B of the NEC focuses on sealing raceways and preventing moisture entry, the spacing of underground conduits is addressed indirectly through other sections related to installation methods, physical protection, and heat dissipation. Proper spacing is essential for ensuring the safety, reliability, and longevity of underground electrical systems. Firstly, consult with the local inspection authority to determine the specific spacing requirements for the project. Secondly, select raceways that are approved for direct burial and suitable for the environmental conditions at the site. Thirdly, ensure that the raceways are properly grounded and bonded in accordance with Article 250 of the NEC. Fourthly, consider the potential for corrosion and take appropriate measures to mitigate the risk. Fifthly, provide adequate physical protection for the conduits to prevent damage during backfilling and compaction. Sixthly, maintain sufficient spacing between conduits to facilitate heat dissipation and future maintenance. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that underground conduit installations comply with the NEC and provide safe and reliable electrical service. Remember to always consult the latest edition of the NEC and any applicable local codes before beginning any electrical work. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it should only be performed by qualified individuals who have the necessary training and experience. If you are not comfortable performing electrical work yourself, hire a licensed electrician to do the job. In addition to the NEC, there are other resources available that can provide guidance on underground conduit installations. These include industry standards, manufacturer's instructions, and training courses. By taking advantage of these resources, you can enhance your knowledge and skills and ensure that your electrical installations are safe and compliant. Remember that the information provided here is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrical professional before beginning any electrical work.